Friday night, Fort Erie sessions on the river. One act down, but not out, because we're rolling. And right now, we're ready for Brian and Cait, half Toronto, half Fort Erie.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That is Brian. I am Cait, and he's the Fort Erie half. I'm the Toronto half. We're going to start with a cover, and then the rest of our set is original music. This one is called To the Sea.
A twist, a tail, a rip through my sail. We're made to watch the walls fall down. 'Cause goodbye's too strong a word when I'm weak from everything that I'm told. Yes, I'm weak from everything that I'm told. Yes, I'm weak from all the things that I know. Do you think of me when you look to the sea? I know it's hard to grow when you're pushed to your knees. I know our time will pass. Your love, it will last, darling. We will never break. A sound, a light that rips through the night, now too far away. But when I follow my heart, it leads me to you, and I'm weak from all the things that I'm told. Yes, I'm weak from all the things that I'm told. And I'm weak from all the things that I know. And do you think of me when you look to the sea? I know it's hard to grow when you're pushed to your knees. I know hard time will pass. Your love, it will last, darling. We will never break, never break. Do you think of me when you look to the sea? I know it's hard to grow when you're pushed to your knees. I know hard time will pass. Your love, it will last, darling. We will never break. Darling, we will never break. Thank you. Thanks, folks.
Thank you. We're going to switch things up now. Yep. All right. The next song we're going to play is called Time. It is a song that I wrote. And I know that Mike mentioned stage fright. Some people are talking about how this whole thing is a quite vulnerable endeavor. And I can't think of a more vulnerable thing to do than sharing music that was written about, it's basically like a musical diary of sorts. But what a privilege to be able to make a living doing that. So this is Time.
It's hard to believe, but my heart is asking me for something just out of reach, or so it seems. But listen, dear, I know this is hard to hear. I know that I'm wanted here, but now it's time. It's time to see just where my wings take me, what it feels like to be everything that I have dreamed. It's time to try, and I will fly. I'll soar through the atmosphere to anywhere far from here, and suddenly it feels hard to breathe, like water surrounding me, or so it seems. And I'm afraid, 'cause everything's changing now, and I have to go somehow into the unknown. It's time to see just where my wings take me, what it feels like to be everything that I have dreamed. Time to try, and I will fly. I'll soar through the atmosphere to anywhere far from here. And every move I make, body starts to shake. Maybe I should wait just another day. Maybe I should stay. Maybe this could be my chance to show the world just who I really am. But every time I try, leaving this behind, feel like I'm confined by the freedom I never knew I'd find. But I trust myself to know when it's time for me to let it go. It's time to leave, when my heart is asking me for something just out of reach, or so it seemed. It's time to see just where my wings take me, what it feels like to be everything that I have dreamed. Time to try, and I will fly. I'll soar through the atmosphere to anywhere far from here, far from here.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, the next song we're gonna play is something that's very exciting because today, this morning, I released my first single on. Thank you. It's available to stream on Spotify and Apple Music, to download on iTunes and Bandcamp and YouTube and all of the usual places. It's called Safety, and the version that you'll find online is like a synth pop type thing, but what we're going to do is not that. We're going to do very much an acoustic version of it. But I hope if you're interested that you can go check it out. I know a lot of my friends are watching on Facebook, wherever this is being streamed. So hello, people. And yeah. Maybe Brian will talk at some point.
Nah. I got nothing to say. Talk enough.
When you're aching, when you want to hide, when you're scared of yourself, want to silence your mind, I'll be your safety, the voice that promises you'll be alright. And in the darkness, I will be your light. I'm here, I'm yours. Wanting to be everything you'll ever need, everything. I'll be your safety, the voice that promises you'll be alright. And in the darkness, I will be your light. I'm here, I'm yours. Wanting to be more than your wildest dreams and more than you've ever seen. Our love, it could set you free, so come, just come run with me. More than your wildest dreams and more than you've ever seen. Our love, it could set you free, so come, just come run with me. Come run with me. Come run with me. Come run with me. Wanting to be more than your wildest dreams and more than you've ever seen. Our love, it could set you free, so come, come run with me. More than your wildest dreams and more than you've ever seen. Our love, it could set you free, so come, just come run with me. Come run with me. Come run with me. Come run with me.
Thank you. Yeah. The next song we're going to do is, it's called Resting Place. And so I should take a step back and tell a story here. This is my first time ever playing original songs for anybody that's not like in my house. Brian performs a lot. I write music a lot, and it's rare that I get to step out of the bubble of being a composer and sort of trying to be a performer. It's also rare for Brian to write music.
It's very strange.
But since working together, we've been encouraging each other to kind of do a bit of both of those things. I'm writing a musical, and this is one of the songs that will be in that musical. We've got some musical fans back there. That's awesome. Yeah. Are you okay?
I think so.
D flat? We were supposed to be playing another guitar. Something weird happened. Okay.
I'll make a phone call.
So, coming to a theater near you someday.
I've ever fought, and all the times I thought I lost, all the paths I've ever walked have led me here to you. You are my resting place. You are my final destination. We're home now in the arms of one another, and we have everything that we need to sail through the roughest of seas. Only time will tell just where we'll go. We'll have our struggles, this I know. But at the end of the day, as long as I have your hand to hold, wherever we both are is home. You are my resting place. You are my final destination. Our story is only just beginning, but I can tell that it's gonna be good. You are my resting place. You are my final destination. We're home now in the arms of one another, and we have everything that we need to sail through the roughest of seas. And I can tell that it's gonna be good.
Thank you so much. Awesome. Is Brian gonna talk?
How's everyone doing? Great.
That's it. Okay, cool. We're gonna switch again.
Yeah.
Wait, you need this?
No.
Oh, okay. All right, so this is our last song. Thank you for hanging out, virtually and in person. This song is called On My Own. I started writing it on my own several years ago, and then never finished it because I couldn't decide what I wanted to do with it. And 3 days ago, I played it for Brian, and I said, I don't have a second verse though, so we can't do it for our set. And then Brian said, give me a second. And he lay there for like an hour and then wrote the second verse.
I slept for like a half hour, to be honest.
So this is my debut of playing songs that I've written, and then it's also Brian's debut of writing a verse for a song.
I'm so upset you told them that.
But it's exciting. It's exciting.
Should have told them that.
It's a big deal. Brian's parents are here, and my parents are here.
Have they met yet?
So Brian's parents, those are my parents. My parents, those are his parents.
There we go.
There we go.
Nice.
All right. Hang on. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Are we in C here?
I think so.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. On my own, away from where I once called home, from all of the things I have known, it's hard looking back all alone, and I tried to be all you wanted and more, but I couldn't bend anymore. So broken, I walked out the door. Yes, I know I'm the one who left, and I know you will never let me forget the way you hurt, but you'll never understand. I had no choice, I had to go. So I go, diving depth deep and unknown, to find a new place to call home. Arise when the fear's overthrown, and I found truth in all that there is in this world, an ocean laid littered with pearls, reflecting on all I have learned, and I'm the one who left, and I thought that you would never let found a way to live without regretting the way you hurt. Someday I'll understand. I've had a choice, I had to go. 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 I had to go.
Thank you. That's what happens when you try to play a song you wrote like yesterday.
Oh, come on in.
I'm gonna come sit on the bench so that we can, all be able to hear us. Brian, Cait.
Yes.
Yes.
It's like Judgment
No,
Day.
so Judgment Day. There's no Judgment Day. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
I have a question. You're from Toronto. You're from Fort Erie. How did you guys meet up?
Instagram
Yeah?
or something like that. There was this big long thing where we followed each other on Instagram and we're like, hey, you do cool music things. And then one day we met and did cool music things in person.
It's basically, yeah, that seems about right.
So then, it's an interestor.
So I'll say
good, Brian
one
will
I'll
talk.
say one
Good,
thing.
good.
I'll say one thing. So I was coaching this like little dude to like play a piano concerto with an orchestra.
Ooh.
And so I was thinking about her because she always posts pictures of like, because she does a lot of like teaching and things like this. So I was like, oh, it reminded me of her. So I sent her a picture of like of the band and like the little dude, and I'm like, look, it's like, what do you think of this? And then we've been talking basically every day since that day.
Yeah.
So then how does the creative process work between the two of you then?
Up until this point, I write the songs and I play them for him and he goes, that's awesome, and then he plays them too. But as of a couple days ago, he started writing some of the stuff too, and so we're taking a trip this summer to do a lot of writing, and he actually said he wants to write a bunch of music now or something, so we'll see what happens.
Well, so it's kind of like you're learning and growing from each other.
We are, definitely.
That's interesting. I had a question because you said that you're writing a musical right now. How is there and what is the difference between writing a song for, just to sing and a musical?
Well, so a couple of the songs that we played tonight will be in the musical eventually, and at that point there will be a whole orchestra playing all of the songs, and then a full cast. So sometimes it'll be a solo or a duet, but sometimes there will be the entire company, singing lots of harmonies and everything, and there will be movement on the stage that will represent the ideas that the story tells. So there's a lot of other elements to tell the story without just relying on the music itself. So it's actually a lot more fun for me to write music that has a lot more instruments in it, because when I write these kinds of songs, I'm like, oh, and then the cello would do this, and then the French horn would do this, but with just us, we have to do what we can, so, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So what do you guys have coming up, performance-wise, and how do we get the information?
Hilarious.
Do you want to do this?
Hilarious.
No, go ahead.
Okay, I'm the official spokesperson of the duo, apparently. So individually, people can check us out online. As I mentioned, I have my first single is out now. We're both pretty active on social media, obviously, which is how we encountered each other. But tomorrow, we're actually doing something totally different. We're playing in a community concert band where I'm a self-proclaimed band geek. I play the bass clarinet. And Brian is playing piano with the concert band for the first time. So we live quite a varied life, I guess you could say.
That's cool. That's an interesting point about you guys. You're not just, this. A lot of people have, the stereotypes of musicians, right? You're a musician, or you're in musicals, or you're a band geek.
We try to be
Breaking all the barriers.
All of those things.
I know, you guys are breaking those stereotypes, and you know, that's pretty cool.
Thank you.
Thank you guys very much for being here. Sessions on the River in Fort Erie. Ready, we are rolling. Gonna take a little break because we have a band coming up, the Mystics. Thank you very much. Thank you. Brian, Cait.
Thank you.
Woo!